Hey Vapors, I'm back at it again, building another atomizer. And today I'm going to build a Plume Veil atomizer. And just a second here, and let me finish cutting my can thaw. Okay. Alright, let me go over a few features of this atomizer. It's got a nice positive, square positive block post with 2 holes. And then you have your 2 negative posts on the outside. It's a great building platform, lots of room. But one of the few unique features of the Plume Veil is that, one, it has an air hole here and on the other side here. These air holes go through the negative post and are angled down towards the deck on both sides, on this one also. Okay, so your air will come in through here and down to the bottom of the addy and then up past your coils. Okay, that's one of the air flows. The other airflow, another one of the airflows, is the 3 holes on either side, and they can be adjusted. And let's see. Oop. No wonder I've got it on upside down. There we go. Okay. Yep. So when you put the top cap on, you can adjust these, line these holes up for the airflow through the negative posts. And the other airflow another airflow control is a Cyclops hole on either side. Okay. Right here. So that's one airflow control here, a second airflow control here, and then the top, what the drip tip fits into, is a Delrin insert or threaded, adjustable threaded piece, and that has air holes in the top, so the air can flow in through the base or into the base, to the bottom of the base or the well, up past the coils, directly over the coils. And then for a cooler vape, you can adjust this, close it off or open it up for more airflow control. And you'll want to be careful with this to not open it up so that it's threaded all the way down and actually touches your coils, because you'll melt the Delrin. Okay, so with that out of the way, what I'm going to do is this build I'm going to do a little differently. Usually I try for like a 0.6 build. That's a good build, 0.6 ohms. A 10 amp battery can handle fairly safely a 0.6 ohm build. But here recently I've been using a Hannah clone 30 watt. I've got a K-Fun on this right now, and I've got a 50 watt box that I usually vape at about 40 watts. And what I like about these regulated box mods is that you can build a higher ohm build, wrap larger coils, and that in turn equates to more surface area for the juice to be vaporizing on, which gives you better flavor. So that being said, this build that I'm going to build will be approximately 1.2 ohms. I'm going to do 12 wraps of 28 gauge Canthal on an 1/8 inch bit, and that should bring me out, dual coils, that should bring me to about 1.2 ohms. Okay, for those of you that would rather do the sub-ohm route, just reduce the number of wraps around the drill bit to 6, and you should come out to about 0.6 ohms. And that'll give you good flavor and good vapor. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap my coils up real quick here. Like I said, I'm going to do 12 wraps around the 1/8 inch bit. So let me do that. Okay. Alright. That's one coil. I will do my other coil. There are my two coils, and as always I'm going to cut the excess off of one of the legs and leave one a little longer than the other. Okay. Go. Now, and this is basically just like a 3-post atomizer. Actually, it's a little easier since you have the large center positive block here with 2 holes in it. Gives you plenty of room. I like building on this. It's pretty nice. Okay. Let's push that slightly out of the way. Okay. Let me just move this coil up out of the way because going through the positive block with my other coil leg, I was going to go through that coil and I don't want that. So I'll just kind of hold it up here a little bit. I just don't want it going through the middle of the coil because it'll be harder to snip the excess off. Okay, so I've got both coils put in there. Let me just move this out of the way a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to take an 1/8 inch drill bit for either coil. Having 2 drill bits the same size when you're doing this, when you're building coils, makes it a little bit easier. Okay, so I'm going to, I want to position the coils so they're basically in the center of the atomizer. And do one at a time. I tighten up the negative post on each one first. Okay. I'm going to do the same for this coil, position it so that it's as close to the center as I can get it for right now. Okay. Tighten up that negative post. Alright. And let's see what we have here. Okay. And I'll do the same with each of the positive post screws. All right. Yeah, one thing, this is a clone Plume Veil. And I've noticed that the positive block will twist, which is not a good thing. I'll move that back around, get it fairly straight. But it should be okay to vape with. So I cut my excess off here. Okay. Okay. And look at my coils. I need to compress them a little more. I'm going to do that in just a minute, but I'm going to try to get them in a better position. Okay. All right. Okay, let's put it on the ohm meter and see what kind of ohms we're working with here. Make sure there are no shorts. 1.22, 1.26, 1.22. And that's pretty much what I was shooting for. Okay, so we've got the coils on there. I need to compress them. And I'll put it on the box mod here. My tweezers. Okay. So I'm going to heat them up, pulse them, get them glowing red, and then squeeze them to compress them. All right. for a few seconds, let it cool down. Okay, got that one. I'll do the other one. Squeeze that a little bit. Hold it for a few seconds. All right. And get it a little bit better position. Use the drill bit. Okay. All right, let's see how it's firing. Oh, okay. We've got one firing considerably faster than the other, and I think what that is, it's touching a positive post there. Let's see. Okay, that's a little better. Just make sure my screws are tight. My negative screws. All right. Okay, I'll try to squeeze this one a little more. All right. Okay. So I've got the coils installed. And now I'm going to wick it. And this is something a little different from my other builds that I've done. I'm going to use Japanese cotton. I like this stuff, it works really well. I cut off a strip. Alright. This is a little bit different than using a cotton ball. I like it a little better myself. I think it's actually easier to use. And I twist one end. And I try to, I want the cotton a little bit tighter. The Japanese cotton, I like to run it a little bit tighter in the coil than regular cotton. I've heard that it works better, and since I've been using it, really, it works just fine. If you cut this off right, the right length, you'll have enough off of that one piece to do both coils. Okay. You want it tight, but you don't want it to bunch up on either end. Okay. This is pretty cool. Done. Okay, I've got room under my coil so airflow can come in and get to as much of the open coil as possible. And okay. Alright. All we have to do now is juice it up. And what shall I use? I think I'll use some of this. Giraffe juices, giraffe biscuits. It's pretty good. Tastes like an oatmeal cookie. I like dessert flavors. And it's pretty good. Saturate your wick very well. The Japanese cotton, ooh, almost spilt that. Japanese cotton, actually I think it absorbs a little better, maybe even a little more. It lasts longer than regular organic or sterile cotton balls that you get at Walmart or CVS or somewhere. Alright, we've got it juiced up. Now this is at 40 watts, and I will be doing a vapor production video after this, and we'll have that posted shortly after this video. Alright, and that's a 1.2, or it's saying on here 1.3 ohm coil. Like I said, you get really good flavor with the larger coil. It gives you more surface area, so you're vaporizing more juice at the same time, therefore you're getting more flavor. Okay, thanks for watching, and good luck on your builds. Vape on and vape strong.